Hello everybody, welcome back. So today is early Saturday morning. I thought I'd get a little bit of crafts in before I have to leave. So today I think it's the last day that we are cleaning out my mother-in-law's house. We gotta make some final dump runs and just some last minute stuff. So that's what I've been busy with, going down there helping cleaning. But anyway, I thought I'd get a little craft therapy in before I leave. So I'm gonna work on the hashtag Monster Mash 24 that's hosted by Veronica over at Christy's Crazy Crafty Life. And every Friday for the month of October, you're to share something to do with monsters, a project, or it could be anything. She said it could be baking or sewing or paper crafts, just whatever you want. So that's what I'm doing. I believe this is the last my camera cooking. I believe this is the last Friday of the month for this. So thought I'd make an ATC real quick, or one of my flashcards. I already had it with this mixed media paper on there, so I thought I'd use that. I've been experimenting with rice paper because I like collaging and stuff like that. So and I buy rice paper, but it's so expensive and you usually only get like one sheet. So I've been practicing printing my own. So like I printed this. You just create a design, your own design. I created this one. And then I created this one for my Monster Mash. I've been practicing. So I just have a flashcard, paper on it. I'm trying not to make this video too long. So see how you could see through it. Well, I don't know if you can see on camera, but I could see you can see the card. So I want to put that there. Okay, so first I'm going to ink it. Let me get a piece of paper with some oxides that I have. Oh, my stuff is all falling away. Okay, so I have Distress Oxides, I have Vintage Photo, and I have Black Soot. So I'm going to use those. So let's get started. I hope everybody's weekend's starting out good. The weather's really been nice. Not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. So yeah, we went last Wednesday, or I did. I went at like 5:30 in the morning. Just because me and my husband didn't want two cars down there, so I rode down with him when he went to work. So I was down there at 5:30 in the morning till probably about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I went through the whole kitchen and the hallway. Sure has been a process. I know the one thing that it really made me and my husband think about is to really make sure our house is cleaned out and downsized and just not a whole bunch of stuff, because I don't want my daughters to have to deal with that, when the time comes. I know it's probably a ways, but you never know. So I want it to be like darker around the edges, but then lighter on the inside. Just keep doing it till you get the color that you want. Guess it don't really matter on the bottom. Hopefully I'm not shaking the camera. Okay, there's the brown. Let's try some black. I don't really have that many colors of this oxide. I have like maybe 3 or 4. I think I have Tea-Dye, Vintage Photo, maybe a couple other colors. I ordered some though. Not that I need any more inks. That'll work. Maybe a little more brown here. So let me just take some black and go like this around the edges. Give it a little bit of color. All right, so cover these up. All right, so then the other thing I want to do is, look at a brush here, find a brush. I'm just gonna, spray some water. Have my my paint thing on the side here. So paint some more, or spray some water. And a little bit. Okay. And as it starts drying, because you know the oxides are water activated, so as it starts drying, it'll leave spots, which I like. And I also want to do some black, so I just have some Americana bittersweet chocolate. It's like a brownish black. So I don't know, it's the first one I grabbed. I'm just putting a little dollop on my tray again and squirting some water on it because I want it watered down. And then I like that color, like a chocolate brown. This would be perfect for candy. Okay, and if you want bigger splatter, you just use a bigger brush. I'm using just a old cheap little brush I have. All right, stick that in the water. All right, give it a few seconds to dry. So that's what we have so far. So while that dries, so I told you I printed this on rice paper. So rice paper has like a shiny side and like a textured side. It's similar to napkins. I know napkins you can do this too, but I wanted to print my own image, so that's why I'm using rice paper. Just some off-brand rice paper that I bought on Amazon. So I just went on my computer and put different images that I probably could use. But for this one, let's see. I'm going to have the moon right there. I definitely don't need this bottom part, so let me cut this off. I'll save these spider webs for something else. So yeah, you can print whatever you want. After I printed this, I realized that I probably want to utilize all the rice paper, so that's why I made this one covered and put some, I don't know if you could tell, but I lightened the script in the background, so this can be used. So you'll see how one side has shiny and the other side's like more textured. That's the side I printed. So let's see. So actually, I don't want them over here because I cut out a monster, since this is Monster Mash. Let me see if I can pick it up. A werewolf. So I want to put him like right there, howling at the moon. So I want the moon to be so probably right there. Straighten it up a little bit. Okay, so what I do is I just take water, spray some more water in my tray. I take my brush with water and I just go around so I could tear it. I probably should have had a bigger brush for this, but oh well. And I just, where the water is, I just tear it carefully. Tears just like napkin does. And like I said, you can use napkin too. I just wanted to have my own image, so I printed my own. Alright. So I'm going to tear along the moon. I don't want the moon to tear though. And around the back. And along the edge, because I don't want this straight edge, so I'm going to tear the bottom. So, what are your plans for today? Do you guys, are you doing any crafting? So I think I want it to fit on here, so maybe over right here. So I just put some water just so it's easier to tear. So maybe right here is where I want to tear along here too. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want the image to be on your card. So there, that looks good. Okay, so then I have what is this? Clear Gesso, which you can't even see the lid anymore because I'm so messy. But there's so many different brands. This is just, what is this? TCW, the Crafters Workshop. I want to try different brands. I'll probably be buying some different ones just to see how they work. I just have a brush, and I'm just gonna put some on the back. It's just clear gesso. Put some on the back of my rice paper. I know there's like different techniques and all that, but this is how I'm doing it this Saturday morning. And I try and make it where there's no bubbles. I'm in frame. I just kind of take my finger and smooth it out because you don't want the bubbles on your, at least I don't like the bubbles. Well, sometimes, I guess it depends on what you're doing. And if there are bubbles, I don't really, it doesn't bother me, I just leave it. Sometimes you cover it up with so much ephemera and stuff, it don't matter. Oh, I forgot to mention too, let me show you. Because you see how this is ink from my inkjet, right? So when I put the medium on it, which is gesso, I put it on top and it's not spreading. And if it spreads a little bit, I don't really care. That's just the paper fibers that you see. But I took this, and I've had this for years from, I used it from another project. Krylon Crystal Clear Acrylic Coating. So when the rice paper, so like say this rice paper, when I'm done, I'll just put it in, I do it in another room on, make sure it's ventilated, and I just spray a very light coat on top, and I just let it sit for like, I don't know, maybe an hour or so, and it coats and it seals in the ink, so you can print whatever you want and still use whatever you want on it, like I'm doing right now. I'm using gesso, and it still doesn't bleed. So all right, when it dries, it'll you know, you'll be able to tell when it dries. So then I have my monster, which is right here, and I'm gonna put him probably like that. Although I don't know, I think I might just glue him down because he's just cardstock. Let me glue him down. Let's see, where's my glue? I need my tweezers. Oh, moving the light. All right. I want to put my brush in water. Whenever you use gesso or texture paste or any of that kind of stuff, I always make sure I put it in water. So let's see. Let me grab him, put some glue on him. Guess I could have had a sentiment already cut. Didn't even think about it. I probably will do that later on. Do some kind of sentiment. So let's see, where do we want him? Oh, I got glue on it. All right. Let's just put him down before I make more of a mess. Let's see, do I have a napkin? Napkin, here we go. There. And when it dries, it'll get harder and stiffer. And like I said, I'll probably put a sentiment up here, but I didn't think ahead and cut one out. So anyway, this is my monster mash with some collaging. Where is that? Is that glue or is that white? Sometimes when I have that, what do I do? I just take a little pin and mark it if it's, so it's not showing white. There. So this is my project for Monster Mash, Howling Werewolf. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend and has a great day, and thank you for joining me for early morning Saturday crafts. All right, have a good day. All right, bye-bye.